Hey there, welcome to Lumiere channel. Welcome to Lumiere channel. Welcome to what you add to the relationship. What do you add to your romantic relationships? If you want to be funny and make this about what you add to your platonic relationships, okay, but that's your business. If it comes out, maybe, but also that's your business. This is what you be adding to your romantic relationships. We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 as our significators today. The timestamps are going to be in the description box below. I do suggest you watch the reading all the way till the end, as other insights do come out as I'm like closing the reading. For some reason, Spirit likes to be funny like that, or just the way I read is just funny. Let me see what else. This is what you might be like as a partner could come up here, but I'm really more so asking the specific question of what you add to the relationship, to your romantic relationships. If you've never been in a romantic relationship, this could be something for you to know. I can't promise you that it's going to be positive. I probably should have said this in the beginning. I cannot promise you that it's going to be positive. But you know, it is what it is. I'll see you in your pile. Bye-bye. What's up, pile 2? So, pile 2, what is it that you add to your romantic relationships? Oh my God, I fucked up. I done goofed. Oh wait, no I didn't. Oh my God, this is so crazy. You got Yi and Lakshmi coming through. Let's get into this. I'm going to shuffle off camera and then I'll be right back with your cards. Oh my God. Okay. And we are back. So you got the goddess Branwen. And be assertive and listen to your intuition. Crazy. I love when like, it's the thing. It's the thing. It's the thing. It's the thing. It's always trippy when that happens. And it's so vibrant too. So you got Branwen in her alignment position or empowerment position. No, alignment position. And so we'll read that first. I will put this here. For you, I will say maybe listen to pile 4, pile 6, and with this being card number 7, perhaps that's also of value to you. This is maybe for my people who listen to all the sections of the reading. All the cards in the reading, because there's something about that. This almost became 24, it almost became 26, and I was like, Spirit, please. Sometimes we unintentionally cause hurt or pain to others. Sometimes our motive really is to hurt. Now is the time for self-inventory and making amends. Your alignment task, pal 2, is to be 100% accountable for your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, your motives, and your actions. You are not doing this, however, to experience forgiveness from someone else or even from yourself. No, it's to have the strength and fortitude to be accountable and take responsibility for your actions. In this way, neither guilt nor shame can take root in your heart. You stand empowered and humble with your head held high, no matter the consequences. You will always be the beneficiary of such an act. The goddess Branwen says deep healing comes from this kind of courage and respect. I'm finding that you could be somebody who, to me, it comes off as lashing out, right? This is someone who, when they are in partnership and something they don't like happens, they lash out. I don't know, maybe at some point you were slamming drawers, slamming stuff, blah, blah, blah. But that was the sort of like initial boom that I get with Branwen in the alignment position. Reading it a bit more and understanding the energy of Branwen, this is showing sort of like, dare I say, a mature version. So this is someone who may throw a tantrum. You may throw a tantrum in your relationships and then come back and apologize and go, you know, blah, 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 blah. And there's something very alluring about that hot, cold, volatile behavior. It's something that adds respect from, I hate saying this because I hate that. I don't like it. That the partner, the receiving end person who's experiencing these mood swings, which are coming from a place, right? They're coming from a valid place. They can go, oh, wow, okay, Pal 2 has these, sensitivities and will wild out and lash out, but they will, once they calm down, come and apologize for what they did that was unnecessary and speak clearly about what was the issue. So that's nice. Alternatively, which is not so alternative, you are someone who, what you add to your relationships is jumping forward. You may have your tantrums within yourself, to yourself, with yourself. And then at the end of the day, you have your thoughts. And then that's who you come forward with. That's the version of you that you come forward with. The one that has digested the feelings and the sensitivities within themselves or whatever, and gone to the partner and told them, hey, when this happened, blah, 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 so you two can have a solid and stable conversation as opposed to a wild one. Be assertive and listen to your intuition. Oh, wow, it's right there, isn't it? Like, you have this ability then to listen to your intuition. To what you add is to be able to see even when your partner is hiding. If it's your partner that has these outbursts, right? You are able, what you add to your relationships is you are able to see the vibes. You are someone who's able to see the vibes of your partner and not bring stuff up that don't need to be brought up. Right then and there at that moment. You're someone who maybe also, if something does need to be brought up, you bring it up. That's not a maybe. That's the two sides of the same coin, right? You're someone who will bring something up because you see a need for it. You see that, oh, we actually do need to talk about that. Oh, we actually have to have a conversation about this. We have to go into this a bit more. You're upset. We need to talk about why you're upset. We need to talk about what about this upset you so that we can work together on this. Right? It's not, you don't look at their issue or the challenge that is inhibiting them as a them problem. You see it as an us problem. If you're upset, we're not okay. Like, there's this philosophy that I have of like, if your partner is not okay, you're not okay, right? Like, we are not okay if one of us is not okay. So it's a very mature type of energy, if I go with this one, where you are able to see, oh, you know what, this person, there's something here that happened that they didn't like. And that's a beautiful thing to add to the dynamic, because I think in the best of cases, it empowers our partners to be able to be more open and not hide how they're feeling. And also for them to know that it's us against the problem. It's not that you're doing it to them or they're doing it to you or whatever the me versus you thing could be. It's an us versus this thing. And same thing with you, right? When it comes to yourself, when you have a trigger moment, maybe you used to lash out, maybe you still do lash out, whatever lashing out looks like to you, whether it's stonewalling and going away and not talking to people for days upon end, or if it's lashing out, throwing stuff, or if it's you mouthing off and you go, girl, I don't know, I'll call everybody girl. Whatever that is, there's a sense of like maturity after, or maybe you've progressed to the state where you can do those certain things to yourself, digest what you're feeling, and then go to your partner in a sturdy way and go, hey, this happened, I didn't like it, what can we do about it? And there's a very like professional way that you're like, I'm seeing someone very professional. Like, I'm seeing like just suit and tie, hair pulled back in a bun, clipboard in hand, tie tied up to the neck, collar popping, not popping, but laid, and just being like, okay, hello, welcome to the meeting. This is a recording of the minutes, and this is what we're talking about. It gets very business. I like it. 10:01. So this is what you add. Spirit, can you give us a little bit more? I keep saying C is for cookie. It's good enough for me. C is for cookie. It's good enough for me. C is for cookie. It's good enough for me. Oh, cookie starts with C. It's from the Cookie Monster. Sesame Street gang. Knight of Swords, we have that. To be assertive. The Four of Pentacles is quite interesting here. It's been a hot minute since I've used traditional tarot. Like, hello, Rider-Waite-Smith. Cookie starts with C. The Knight of Swords is assertive, right? The Knight of Swords goes after what they want, come hell or high water. And their horse is always one that I'm worried about. So I do feel like it's not going to focus because I'm trying to do a thing. I do feel like the partner here, your partner is taken aback by your driving force in moving this relationship forward in terms of communication, in terms of how things are said. It's scary, right, for them. Whether it's because you're throwing a tantrum and it's like, oh my God, or you're lashing out, you're yelling, you're in their face and they're just sort of like frozen, or it's because you're so sturdy, right? Like when you come, you're professional, both. It could be the same fucking person, y'all, who comes forward and says, hey, I had a problem with this, and this, and I can realize that maybe this is where you were coming from, but for me, this, and this, and also I can see that maybe what I said, if something was said, was taken this way, but I'd like us to get through this together. What can we do? And it would still be the same expression of the horse, like, I need to do it. Like, what? This horse, girl, I can't. I call her a girl. So, yeah, I think there's something for sure about your communication style and how assertive. This is assertive. I'm reading aggressive, but how assertive and business-like you are when it comes to the relationship and talking about things that matter, and talking about feelings and events from a very heady perspective, from like an above perspective, above the oceans, above the fire, above the earth, looking at the whole thing. Very gang air sign. Just like really trying to talk about things and navigating things. It's giving Gemini, it's giving Libra, it's giving Aquarius, it's giving Gemini. Really beautiful there with the Knight of Swords, but it can definitely be an affront to someone who's not used to that direct kind of communication. Or even if they are used to it, they're not expecting it. It's still very jarring for someone to be in your face. It can feel confrontational when someone is saying like, hey, this, and they're looking you dead in the eye. They got their bun and their tie, you know, and they're just like clipboard in hand. And you're like, oh my God, what is this? Now I have to like speak on my feelings right now, speak about what I thought and what I was doing. Like, what is that? But it moves the relationship forward. And I think those types of things like conflict really do blossom a relationship if they're handled beautifully. Four of Pentacles. Okay. Like, all right. I don't know why they're here. I think if this is you, it took you a while to be like this, perhaps, or for you to damper the energy of assertion that you bring forward with your partners when you're talking to them in relationship. 336. Yeah, I think it could have been something that was difficult for you. And dare I say it, with this earth here, there is a sense of groundedness, right? And stability, right? It's just the Four of Pentacles always has this extra, right? It always has this extra of like not wanting to let go. So it could be not wanting to let this relationship go off of, you know, what could be viewed as petty arguments or things that can be resolved. Like there's something very bold about this. Like this is like that shit where like someone can be like, it was scary, but why am I so incredibly attracted to this person now? Like that was very confrontational. I'm not used to that, but I think I love them. Like they whooped me into submission. It's like one of those women who are like, I need my man to be able to handle me. And then their partner handles them, right? He says no to her when she's acting a certain kind of way. And she's like, what do you mean no? And he's like, I said no. And she's like, okay. like it's something that's just, whatever you be doing about to, whatever. I don't know what that is. That's your business. But yeah, with the Four of Pentacles, there's something about not wanting to let go and kind of having this Scorpion, get over here. In a way that's nice, I guess. But also, there is something about your own vulnerability here. I think if the tables were turned and your partner was to be confrontational to you, right? It feels confrontational and come at you and be the one to be businesslike to you. It would be kind of like, it would be like puppy whimpering, just kind of like you wouldn't know how to deal with that energy that you give out. And I think that's really interesting. Like you're kind of like, no, my feelings, like I'm on earth. Like, what do you mean you're looking down from me from up there and you're trying to tell me to share my feelings? Like, what do you mean? They're mine. I don't know what you mean. I know we need to do this. I know I do this to you, but like, what do you mean? It's really interesting. It's kind of a sweetness. The Four of Pentacles adds this sort of like level of control that you have. I mean, same as Knight of Swords, right? It's a level of control, but it's a level of control that if you're in charge of leading the conversation, it's not as scary. But if someone else tries to lead the conversation or tries to be the one to bring forth this sort of energy of, no, we're going to talk about it, you kind of back into a corner. Like you shrink, which is so interesting. I don't know what to tell you about that. It's cute. I think it's cute, it is what it is. But I think there's something about that adds to this person's like, I'm so confused. Like they love it, but it really is one of those things that makes someone just go, I think I'm in love. Yeah. All right, friend, keep your light on, good luck. And I'll see you next time. Hey there, pile 6. Okay, pile 6. What? I'm gonna shuffle off camera. Okay, you got compromise and Benzite 10. Okay, who is definitely in the reverse. So she's in the alignment position. For the sake of optics, we're gonna put her in the not that position. She's so gorgeous. I'll never get her. Benzite 10, beauty. Okay, let's read her. Card number 6, oddly enough. Pile 6, 2 might be something for you. All right, your alignment message, my friend, is your ability to see beauty in your world is dimmed by a momentary lapse in self-worth. The goddess of beauty asks you whether you've been set back by a visit of perfectionism or others have withheld their support, causing you to feel small and insignificant. Whatever the circumstances, it appears that you have been hijacked by a sense of lack. Your alignment task is to restore your self-worth and regain your equilibrium by refusing to engage in these mind games designed to dim your light. Now is the time for a positive self-inventory. The goddess Benzite 10 is here to remind you that you are a bright, shiny, beautiful being of divine power and light. You are more than enough, and the world contains more than enough beauty for you. This is a good place to dust off and start again. You are a bright and shiny. Listen, I don't know. I'm getting that what you add to your relationship is being supportive of your partner. I think you have this duality to you in how you present to your partner the things that they need to hear and see. You're able to tell them, you're able to, it's giving Libra vibes, okay? Oh my God, scales. It's giving Libra vibes. I'm not saying you have to be a Libra, right? Not everybody can be the actual best sign in the zodiac. Listen, I have to say that, okay? As a Libra, I have to say that, please. Listen. Beauty. It's giving Libra. All right. No, it's really giving this vibe of someone who, what you add to your relationships is you add this ability to speak from the like point of view of like justice. I don't know. Not justice. It's this vibe of someone who can look at someone and go, like a coach, you know? A coach can look at you and go, hey, your form here was really good. This wasn't so great. And you can improve in this way. But also, this is also, like, they sandwich it. I'm getting an energy, babes, of you being someone who can tell your partners, like, what you bring in relationships. You can tell them that, hey, I support you. And it's genuine. You're not telling them this, though. They get this from you because of how you talk to them, because of how you show up, right? Like, you don't show up fake. As in, you're not, I support you no matter what. I support you no matter what. Like, no, there are other, like, no. But I feel like your support is genuine and real and authentic because it comes from a place of, for instance, let's say this person did something wrong. You can say something like, hey, I understand like where you were coming from when you did and said this and this and this. But I do think that how you went about it was not the wisest and blah, 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 blah. Right? Like that is true support to me. It's not this blind optimism of you can do whatever. It's like, hey, you know, if your partner is someone who wants to go for something, you can go, okay, I think you can definitely do that. Let's just also think about how to navigate what could come up. So for instance, I have a friend who was, I don't know what she was doing, bro, but I mean, that's my opinion. But they were going for something. And I was like, okay, how is that going to be knowing that you have X, Y, and Z coming up? Like, what's your plan around that? And it wasn't in a judgmental way. It wasn't an informative way. At least I hope it was. Well, I was like, you know, let's support this, but let's also come up with realistic ways to deal with what's coming up for you. Right? It ended up in the way that I thought it would, ultimately. But the friend was still supported in doing what they wanted to do, gave it a good old college try, as opposed to not. And not everything has to work out immaculately in our lives. And this is a lesson that I need to keep remembering. For it to have been worthwhile, or for it to have been something that we had done. Otherwise, we'd be home all the time, not learning, not growing, not doing anything. In a shell, in a bubble. So Benzai 10 here, in the alignment messages, you are someone who, when you show up in a relationship, you really show up for the benefit of that person, for the good of that person. And they can tell that, right? It's excuse me? What the fuck? They can tell that. They're able to discern and go, oh, you know what? This person, when they say certain things to me, when they do certain things with me, when they tell me yes, it's a real yes. When they tell me no, it's a real no. Because they know that your opinion, is coming from, I'm pouring some tea on the side. Your opinion is coming from truth. Period. That's what I'm getting here. Let's get a little bit more information from the tarot and see what else we can glean from what you be giving out. I think you're able to see both sides of the positive, not just the positive and the negative. Just like if you want to support, like if someone's like, I want to do this, you don't damper them necessarily. You maybe help empower what they're doing. You inform what they're doing with reality. But also you still are in the corner of being able to see this person wants to do this, so I'm going to support them. And the best way I can support them is to say, yes, you can absolutely do this. Here's some things that I think may come up for you. What do you think? If they're like, oh yeah, you're right, then you go, okay, no, that doesn't mean don't do it. That just means let's come up with a plan for them. Come on now. The Chariot, Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Let's come up with a plan for taking your dreams forward. Let's come up with a plan. Let's educate ourselves on what we need to do to move forward. I'm done here, okay? This is it. 10 of Wands in reverse. Golly, Spirit is really out here living in the house of Lumiere. Prime citizen of the Illumination. 10 of Wands in reverse. You offload their burdens. You offload your partner's burdens by showing them what their burdens are, coming up with a plan for the burdens, and helping them align to move forward with what they're going to do. You help them see the beauty of what they're trying to do, of their self-worth, that they can do it. Giving very much coach energy, very coach energy. This is intimate energy, okay? This is energy I'm intimately familiar with, where you really can see people's strengths and their weaknesses and go, okay, you know, this is something that I remember you tried before. How can you maybe do this differently, right? How can we move things forward? Like, okay, you want this to happen. Let's make this happen. And let's also be realistic in that plan. And it's not one of those realistics that looks like pessimistic, because people be out here talking about it. Oh, look at the little babies. I love it. Children. Do I want kids, Pal 6? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I want to be like in and out of kids' lives. I shouldn't say it like that, because Spirit's really gonna be like, done. Anyway, Pal 6, I'll see you next time. Keep your line. Good luck, my friend. Bye. What it do, Pal 4? What it do, Pal 4? What it do? What it do, Pal 4? Pal 4, what do you add to your relationships, right? Your romantic relationships. What do you add? What would you do for a Klondike bar? You have get more information and wait. That is so crazy how those are literally the same energy. Let's see what the Benzitin. Listen, you may want to listen to Pal 2. That may ring for you. I think that's the last one I need to say that for. This is crazy. Benzitin literally came out in the reverse for another pile. And you may want to listen to Pal 6, I don't know. And now she's coming up in the upright for you. I love it. You also have weight. And you also have get more information. I know, the lighting is so great, isn't it? Oh, we forgot to do a few things for the lighting. It's okay though. We'll get by. Let's get into Benzitin, okay? You are at your most lovely when you are being yourself. The Japanese goddess of beauty, Benzitin, reminds you that knowing, accepting, and honoring yourself as a spiritual being in a physical body requires self-care. Now is the time to support yourself by surrounding yourself with beauty and oh, I know exactly what your gift is in this relationship, Fudge. Now is the time to support yourself by surrounding yourself with beauty and choosing to see its power in every aspect of your life. If you can commit to doing that, you'll be amazed at how much more beauty arises to greet you. Pal 4, open your eyes to the wonder everywhere, even in the most unexpected places. Beauty waits to be discovered. Consider this before you turn away from a place, person, or thing. Beauty is everywhere. It's time to find it, and the goddess Benzitin will help you. Listen, babes. These motherfuckers out here cruising like ain't no kids on the street. God bless them. Really. All right. You know what you add to your relationships? Do you know what you add to your relationships, the kind of partner you are? When you're you give people space. that's what it is. You give them space. You give them space. Period. You can take care of yourself. And you damn well do. If your partner is not okay, you are totally fine. Absolutely, you're fine. You're going to be okay. You will wait for them to be okay enough to maybe talk about it, or you don't even maybe have to talk about it. What you add to your relationships is that your partners don't have to stress about being perfect all the time, or stress about their emotional state all the time, because they're worried that Pal 4 is not going to be okay if I'm not okay, because Pal 4 can't take care of themselves, because Pal 4 is so dependent on me. No, baby. Pal 4 can do bad all by themselves, okay? Pal 4 is the reason why someone in a funk will get out of a funk. Because especially if it's a funk that's kind of unnecessary, or if it's a funk that's been funky for too long. You feel me? Like, if this person has been in a funk, if your partner has been in a funk for if someone's been in a funk for like a really long time, this is the kind of energy where it's like, okay, well, let's say you're living together and this person's like mopey and they've been sad because their basketball team didn't win, baby, I don't know. And you're like, okay, do you still want to go see that movie that came out that we were talking about? And the person will go, no, I'm not feeling, I'm still sad over. Paul 4 will go, okay, you'll feel better. I'm gonna go see it. And it just kind of like jolts the person back into like, oh, wait, what? You are? Yeah, I'm gonna go see it. I've really been waiting to see it. If you're not up for seeing it, we can see it another time together, but like, I'm gonna go see it. And this isn't like, I don't know, okay? If you agreed that you would see it together, then okay, fine, but like, this is an example. It jolts the person into like, wait, no, I'll come. Are you sure? Says Paul 4. Are you sure? You don't have to. I'll just see myself. Yeah, I'll come. That's Paul 4. It's giving heavy Paul 1 vibes. Woo! Man, Paul 1 does not play. If this is an energy with someone who you're just no one's gonna drag you down. You're gonna do what you want, You're gonna do what you want, and it's something that will drag people up to your level. You're not gonna go down to their level, right? If people are sad, if they're mad, if they're angry, if they're whatever, like baby girl, I call everybody girl, fucking Pal 4's life goes on. Pal 4's life goes on. Nah, you be mad over there. You be sad over there. You be upset over there. Me, as a Pal 4 person, I will be moving on with my life. I will be going to see that movie. I will be getting that haircut. I will be moving out of town. I will be. And that's the energy that you add to the dynamics. That's the energy that you add to your relationships. That you will be fine. And that makes people want to hold on to you. Because, wait, no. Don't leave me behind. I'm coming. Wait. Pal 4, let me just get ready. Wait. You just have that energy of like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. And it's not that you don't care. Again, actually, I don't know if you don't care, right? Like, I don't know your business. Let me not assume you. But you are also someone who will wait until the person is ready to talk. You will wait before you react to something. Like, something will happen. And even if it's not, right, like in your partnership necessarily, right, it's out in your world with other people, you can kind of go, well, wait, right, let's go back to that game. Let's say the team is losing, right? Their basketball team is losing. And your partner's all up in their, oh, no. And you, Pal 4, is someone who's going to go, well, wait, let's see what happens in the fourth quarter, the fourth inning. Bitch, I don't know fucking sports, okay? Let's see what happens in the last inning. And they're like, what do you mean? Da, 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 da. And then, like, maybe they win. I don't know. You're someone who will push this person. That's really what it is. Like, you push them in a way that it's just you fucking living and breathing. As I live and breathe. You're someone who They can be like, oh man, I applied for this job, or oh man, I'm waiting for this client to get back to me and it's been a day and I just don't know, I should call it quits. And you'd be like, no, like, wait, let's get more information. Like, it's not over until it's over. Let's wait and see what happens. Something might happen. Like, there's this beauty in this, I don't know, it's kind of innocence. It's like children, you know what I mean? Like, when children get bad news, they don't understand. Like, you understand, but you also like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's giving alien, it's giving Aquarius, it's giving even a little bit of Libra, it's giving air, it's giving Taurus in a way, but not really, but maybe with that Venus. It's giving. But it's giving someone who's just kind of like, la 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 la, Pisces, this water energy here. It's giving the signs of someone who's like, in their own world. Like, how can you and the thing is like, maybe not all the time, right? Maybe not all the time you're not right? Maybe all the time, no, you know, it was true, it didn't work out, but there's still this la-di-da-di-da. Like with kids, you know, when you tell kids something, for the most part, like, kids can throw tantrums, they can be like, wait, I wanted it, but there's some kids who are like, I want to go here, I want to go there, I want to go da-da-da. And then you say, oh no, we can't because we're stuck in traffic, or like daddy has to da-da-da-da, or mommy has to da-da-da-da, or oh, your little sister, little brother, big whatever. And they're like, oh, okay. And then just go color. Can I color then? Can we go get whatever else then? And you're like, oh, okay. I thought you'd be pissed. And they're like, well, you know, life goes on. And you kind of like, I feel like you move people, you elevate people to like, bitch, you know? 10 of Swords. 6 of Cups in reverse. I like this. This is good because you're aware. I'm heavy on the Benzai 10. Okay, Benzai 10 is giving. But let's go back to these energies of wait and get more information. It's an intuitive, I don't know. You have a way of biding your time. You have a way of biding your time, right? You have a way of biding your time, shit. You take discerned action. If something is going on, you give your partner the space they need to sort things out. And after a while, you get information. And while they're sorting things out, while they're maybe not engaging with you as much, while they're maybe not talking to you as much, you give them the space. Now, this is for better or for worse, right? You could be, but this is something that I think adds to your relationship anyway. You give people the space and it's mature. You are able to take care of yourself for the sake of the dynamic. And you are able to take care of yourself for the sake of you. 10 of Swords. If something isn't working out, you'll try, but if it's not working out for you, if it feels like it's really not going good for you, you will walk away. And that's the thing of like, wait, Paul, wait. Right, that energy of like, wait, where are you going? You're like, you didn't want me, or you didn't want me here. I'm gonna go take care of myself, or you look like you need some time to figure something out, so I'm gonna give you that time. You're not on people's jock, essentially. Right? You take inspired action. I hope this served you. I had fun. Did you have fun? If you did, go ahead and leave a like and a comment. It really helps the channel out. And I work so hard. help me. I wish you everything, Pal 4. Keep your light on, good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, Pal 5, hey, Pal 5, hey, Pal 5, hey, Pal 5, hey, Pal 5. What would you do for a client? What do you add to your relationships, your romantic relationships? What do you do for your romantic relationships? Nyx. Hell yeah. Nyx is hot. It's a hottie toddy. Okay, Nyx, beauty queen of only 39. Damn, she looking good. I'm gonna do NYX makeup on myself, you know what I mean? Please don't mind the color in this video. Everything, I don't know. It's fine. Be assertive in reverse. Be assertive. Be assertive, assertive. Peaceful resolution. Absolutely. I mean, that's the reading. Bye. See you next time. About 5. You're not trying to rock no boat. And that is something that you add to the relationship. You're not trying to rock no boat. You're very gentle. You're discreet. You're giving 7 of Swords. Okay? You're giving, I will find what I need to find by myself. You're giving secrets. NYX is subtle, you know? NYX is that sleight of hand. Look at this hand while the other hand is doing something else. It's very much giving 7 of Swords. Like, whoa. Be assertive in the reverse is telling me, it feels like a vibe of like passive, I don't know, subtleness, hints, this very divine feminine of it all, of like suggestion, of demureness, of subtlety, of mindfulness, of just the power of suggestion, sleight of hand, magician. Very, okay. Meanwhile, the eyes are seeing everything. You're paying attention to body language. You're paying attention to the words being used. You're paying attention to what people are saying and what they're not saying. And you're looking, you're assessing. And it's just, I don't know how this is you adding to the relationship. But I think there's something here about you being someone who can camouflage yourself to fit in. And that's something that adds. So maybe you're somebody who your look is different. That's the thing. My readings are so weird. Anyway, your look adapts. Like you change your look, you change your hair, you change your makeup, you change your style, you change your genre of self. It's all still you, but you're very flexible perhaps in your look and how you present. You're gorgeous, you're beautiful. And also you become a chameleon, right? If you need to be professional, you show up as quintessential professional. Hair slicked back, tie tight. Okay, boots at the ready, not boots, but you know, shirt creased, free, and in your best dress. If you need to show up as church girl, church boy, you show up as church girl, church boy to the max, okay? If you need to show up as vixen in the streets, in the sheets, if you need to show up as, I don't know what the male version of vixen in the sheets is, it shows up. If you need to show up as seductress, you show up as goddamn seductress, baby. You do what you need to do. You're about that change. You change your look. You change your vibe. It's still you. You're just fluid, okay? You're fluid. You go with the flow. You know what needs to be brought forward in order to get what you need from a situation. It's very interesting. I don't understand. Let's read more about NYX. There are times when you must surrender your need to know. Some things open up only when they choose to, not by demand. Exactly, baby. You sus and the information comes to you, okay? The mysterious and unknowable is the domain of Greek goddess Nyx. She shows you the veils that you may not be, that may not part for you at this time. Right now, you're meant to keep on your path, trusting that secrets will be revealed as the goddess Nyx decides. Remain true to your intentions and keep on moving forward, remaining curious and open to what you can discover. Allow your need to know the details right now to fall away and just be present to all that life is offering you. Judge nothing as good or bad and just be with what arises. Soon the treasure you seek will be revealed, and it will be better and more valuable than you could have imagined. The goddess Nyx knows what is best for you. Trust and all will be well. So that is sort of saying you don't need to know everything, but tell me why I feel like you like to know everything. I feel like that's two sides of the same coin. I think you don't need to know everything in terms of you don't need to overtly ask. You don't need to be overt or assertive about anything. It's still this sort of passive flow to me energy. I feel like you still have vibes that you operate off of. And this trust in the world. So I feel like your relationship person, what you add to relationships is your sixth sense. That's cute. You add your sixth sense to your dynamics. I think this is something where partners, when they say something, maybe they're used to not being believed. Maybe they're used to being experienced in a certain kind of way. And you have them sort of not confused, but you're like, oh, you don't need to know everything because your spidey senses aren't tingling about them. And that's something that you add to relationships, like your discernment, your sixth sense. I think you believe them when they say certain things. Like, you don't need to be on their jock about what they're doing, who they're with, where they're going, why they didn't do this, that, and the other. You kind of believe what they say because there is no foul play. Right? Like, you are not someone who will suspect foul play unless your spidey senses tingle and say, beep boop, foul play, beep boop, foul play, beep boop, foul play. I love that the sun comes out. This is beautiful energy. Oh my God. I love that the sun comes out to play with you on top of peaceful resolution. I think you're a peaceful person. You're a peaceful person. And I think it's really refreshing that you're not out here accusing people of X, Y, and Z. If this used to be you in the past, this is something that you're on the path on. You're on the path to having a better sixth sense that isn't muddied by the fuckery of the past. Right? Queen of Pentacles is always a delight to see. King of Pentacles. Crazy. The sun, that's, Leo energy. Oh my God, look who came out to play. Come on now. Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I think you don't. That's so crazy. Spirit truly lives in the house of Lumiere, like, please. I don't think you have. I think your sixth sense is strong that you don't suspect any foul play, and that's something that you add to the dynamic, right? And when you do, I think you're able to suss it out and see. I do think you have an intense gaze. To where if you do suspect something, or if you're talking to somebody, or just because of your past perhaps, or what you've been through in an adjacent kind of way, when you're looking at your partner, you're looking and really looking at what's not being said. You're looking at what's on the inside. I think I talked about this earlier, where you're looking at their body language, what they're saying, what they're not saying, what words they're using, what words they're not using, right? You got like an automatic detective system inbuilt in you, and it's assessing. And I think once this person knows you well enough, they can tell when you're assessing. That's really, really interesting. I think in the beginning they're kind of like, Pop 5 is so chill, but once they know you better, they can tell, oh, this is the gaze of Pile 5 looking. This is the energy of Pile 5 feeling some type of way. And it makes them want to sort of assuage your doubts, if you have any, because they can pick up on your energy after a while. That's really, really interesting that came out. Yeah, Pile 5, the Sun, Queen of Pentacles, I don't know. They like your homeliness, right? By that, I mean, you're a carer, you're a giver, you are a giver, and you receive well. That's what you add to the relationship. You are grounded in your presentation. You also have an innocence of seeing things on the bright side and just being cool as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, you're legit. Love that for you. Yeah. Okay. This is what I'm seeing for you. If this sounded like you, go ahead and like the video. If this is how you want to be, go ahead and like the video. Leave me a comment too. Let me know how you feel. Keep your light on, good luck, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye. Hey there, Pile 7, Pile 7. Hey there, Pile 7. Hey there. Pile 7. As the sirens blare in the background, may the good Lord be with whomever. Oops. Or wherever they're going. That's not as background as I thought it was. What do you add to your relationships? That's crazy. I think it's so crazy when like the same cards come out. Like, why? So interesting. Bam, Mama Kila. You're ready and wait. You're ready in the reverse and Mama Kila. The moon. 50-50. This is 50. I don't know what you take me for. I really don't play that shit. I love 50 Cent, you guys. Let's read Mama Killa. Mama Killa is talking about the moon. When Mama Killa comes true, she brings a holy message. Mama Killa, the Incan goddess of the moon, presides over the power of cycles and seasons. The moon rules the night sky, returning full 13 times in a year. Really? The ancients marked time by the moon to know when to plant, when to harvest, when to store food, and when to celebrate fertility. Right now, you, Pile 7, are invited to see what is familiar and decide whether you need to improve on it or leave things as they are. The answer to your inquiry can be found in the timing of things and the cycle you're in. You can apply the idea of natural cycles to relationships, creative projects, personal growth, and more. If you're honest with yourself, you will see there is no way to control these cycles, only to use the creative energy they offer to help you. That's so sad. If your relationship is unclear, yet brimming with potential, you might turn to the new moon energy, which is literally today as I live and breathe. That shows up in the spring cycle of life. Oh. In that case, you need to just allow the relationship to grow naturally and be clear in your intentions. When your outer world seems to be slowing down with obstacles rising up and temporarily blocking your every move, don't put up a resistance. Instead, take advantage of the need to rest and to recalibrate your intentions as you wait for the cycle to change. No matter what, like the cycles of the moon, there is a divine order in everything that is happening in your life right now. Once you know this, the goddess Mama Killa welcomes you to her divine moon dance of co-creation. 32, 5, and 7. Amazing. Perhaps Pile 5 could have something for you. Listen, Mama Killa folks, this is what you be bringing to your relationships. A sense of, quite frankly, in as much as Mama Killa is Mama Killa is definitely talking about the moon and changes, but there's a heavy energy here of slowness. What you bring to this dynamic, your relationship dynamics rather, is a sense of slowness. It's giving Knight of Pentacles. Dare I say Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. It's giving slowness. Weight is definitely that weight energy, okay? That slow moving pentacle energy. You're ready in reverse is giving weight. Not yet. Hold. And Mama Killa is talking about the moon. So with her coming out here, she's definitely talking about cycles. It's giving Wheel of Fortune, and for sure, definitely the moon, but not really the moon. Because Mama Killa, I think, is more so about like the changing, not so much like the intuition and all that stuff. They tried it with this like third eye moon thing going on here at the top of her head, but I'm really not getting intuition. It could be, again, intuition, yes, right? Because knowing when to act and knowing when not to act, it can depend on intuition. Outside forces can be saying, hey, this isn't usually the time that we do this, but the internal voice is saying now is the perfect time to be doing X, Y, and Z. So I think what you add to your relationships is, especially, I'm saying this one in particular, I don't know why it's this one. There's something about you coming at the right time. Hi-oh. There's something about you coming at the right time. 5511. That's crazy. King of Wands. There's something about you coming at the right time. I think what you add to this person's relationship is synchronicity. It's really, that's nice. Like the universe is literally on your side, conspiring with you, for you, as I love the Hierophant, Queen of Pentacles. Let's go. The universe is, I mean, to be extra, like, let me be extra, right? You are someone who, like, when you meet someone, they start seeing signs and symbols about you. Ow, ow. Let's go back to the original message, right? Or, you know, part of the message. It's all a soup of message. I think I'm coming down with the flu. I don't know. I don't feel good. Which is crazy because I was before this reading, but now I feel like my head is like, hello, can we please stop? I feel like you give a sense of purpose. You give a sense of slowness and steadiness to the relationships that you're in, especially this one. I keep wanting to say especially this one. I don't know if you're in one. I don't know if there was something here about like a new relationship, a new dynamic. So this could be someone coming around. If you're in one right now, baby, I don't know. But there's someone here in this pile heavy energy of especially this one. Okay, there's this one specific. So in this dynamic, you're giving slowness. You're giving slow and steady. You're giving meticulousness. You're giving I'm not going to say teasing energy, but it could be. It could be. I think there's something about you being a purposeful energy. And I don't know if this is you or just the energy you come with, right? Like, I don't know if you're someone who wants to date slowly, right? If you're someone who wants to date slowly and purposefully, maybe let's be friends first, or let's not get into physical stuff real quickly, or let's not get too heavy into physical intimacy first. Maybe you're someone who's waiting, who's celibate, who's a virgin, who's waiting until, you know, marriage or whatever, and that's something that you give. I think you're someone who's also not going to rush into things. I know it's almost like I'm saying the same thing in different ways, but there's an energy of not rushing. It's not a rush. With you're ready in the reverse, what you give to your relationships is it's not rushed. It doesn't have to be fast and furious and commit to me now. No, there's a season for commitment, and you're ready and willing and open to give it the time that it needs for you to be sure. Shit, it's not even about does the other person want me 57. It's about 5 could be important to you. Okay, 5 and 7 could be important to you. Pile 5 could be have a message for you too. You're not someone who's looking to, you know, be booed up real quick just because someone asked. You want to be booed up with someone who makes sense. And you can see that, even if you want to be booed up with somebody, you can see that maybe they're not available for you in the way that you want to. And so you refuse that proposal to be booed up, right? You hold yourself. You keep yourself until the circumstances are good for you to do so. And there's something very alluring and attractive about that energy, Pile 7, like real talk. That's what you add to the relationship, this steadiness. And I feel like it's this wisdom too that gives your partner respect for you. They respect your movements, they respect your flows, they respect your wishes, and they respect your desires. Talk about wishes, talk about flow, talk about desires. We get the Empress. I know it's off key. The Queen of Swords. Stop. Oh my God. The bad bills are here. Mama Killa, the Empress, and the Queen of Swords. Now, this is Queen of Swords in reverse. I think unless you're sure of something, you're not going to move forward. And this is giving a bit of a shadow side to the dark side of your moon energy. Okay. With your ready in the reverse and the Queen of Swords coming out in the reverse, I think this is a message for you to embrace your uncertainty. If you're uncertain about something or someone or a move you're about to make, if you're uncertain, if you're feeling something and it's making you feel doubtful and you're like, oh, I'm just being doubtful. If you're being, a little bit like, oh, in and out on something, well, I don't know. But you could be. If you're feeling insecure about something, if you're feeling volatile about something, if you want something so badly, if you want someone so badly, look at those things, right? Wanting someone so badly, sit down for this one. It can be a sign of great lack. Okay? It can be a sign of great lack. Wanting to move things too slow can also be a sign of like uncertainty, insecurity about that thing and committing to it. So there is something about this thing that you add that has very huge virtues and values. It's just definitely also pay attention to the shadow aspect of it, where it's almost like, well, in this particular situation, is there something else I should know about why I want to move so slow, about why I don't feel ready perpetually, of why I want this so badly, but I should wait, or why I want this so bad, like whatever that is, okay? It could be your power speaking through your fear and using your fear, your doubts, your insecurity as a way to yield the same result. But there is a better way to yield that result, a more empowered way to yield that result, which is taking the fear and looking at it and not making it so charged. Because there is a way to go slow without feeling too jittery. There is a way to want and desire someone without it being the reason you breathe. So just an aside for you, if this is a pile that's sort of resonating or this message is sort of resonating for you, look at why you want something so badly or why you're taking so much time, or look at your own feelings, okay? Look at your feelings. There's a gift in that energy for you to look at and digest and understand and dissect. Otherwise, the Empress is here. She popped out, saying 13 moons, bet. Says seasons and changing and the like, bet. I am the Empress. I am the living moon. We need the moon on the earth. Tides and shit. Animals, cycles, whatever. It counts. It all matters. This is what you add to your relationships, or this relationship. I wish you everything, past 7. Go ahead and if this resonated with you, leave a like. If you want this to be you, leave a like. And leave me a comment too. Let the folks know your thoughts. Love to know your feedback on what you thought of this and how it reflects on you. Is it surprising? Let me know. Keep your light and good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.